Alrighty, so here we are with the sheer arbor press stand and where we're at with it. So one of the main reasons why I got this arbor press was because I do some silverware jewelry, so I make rings and stuff like that. So I want to do some bracelets, and sometimes on those, like if I use a knife handle, it's pretty thick, and so it takes a lot of force. So I bought this kit. So this is made out of Delrin. It's a really thick, hard plastic, and so you also have this one here. For this one, you could probably make rings out of, I guess. But this one's more for the bracelets. You can see there. And so what'll happen is you drop stuff on the floor. So that'll be there, and then this will basically be on here. So as you bring the press down, it presses the metal and bends it in a nice uniform fashion. So the full kit that they have online, which I got it off of eBay, is $170. And I forgot how much I paid for this one. For just the Delrin stuff. But the one that's online, that the kit is, it has a sleeve that goes over this, and you have a lock bolt on this side, and then you have your pin sticking out on this side. And as you press down, and then if you want to use it as an actual arbor press, you just pull that sleeve off and you're good to go. So I found this tube here. It's pretty thick stuff, and I think what I'll wind up doing is I'll probably cut it about this long, however long that is, 6 inches or so. Cut that there, drill a hole all the way through, and then we'll weld it on the back side, and I'll see how much I can weld on this side, and then grind that down, and then we'll have on this side tap some threads in there to kind of lock it on there. But this is I guess the rod that I'm going to use. It's pretty thick. I don't know how hard it is, but it's also too big by quite a bit. But what we'll wind up doing, it's quite a bit big, but what we'll wind up doing is just turning that down on the lathe to get the right fit, so there's not a lot of slop, but also not hard to put on and off. So that's kind of what our goal is today. But yeah, we'll just get to cutting a chunk of this off, and we'll go from there. Give me a second. You know, it'd help if I push record. That'd probably help a lot. I don't know how much you'll be able to see anyways, just because it might be in the way. But the arsenal of choice today is the DeWalt 20-volt bandsaw. It's the DCS 374. I have a really dull blade on here, so it might take a little bit longer. Y'all see how dull those teeth are? Let's just bite the bullet and put a new one in. Hang on. Okay, so I thought I had some extra blades, but apparently I don't. So we're just going to use the Evolution again. Alright, there we go. Still looks like it's cutting a little bit crooked, but I don't think this part is all that crucial. So, all right, let's drill a hole. We're gonna drill a hole all the way through, and then we'll tap the other side for a bolt, and then we need to turn down the other piece and weld that in. So, okay, so change of plan. I kind of thought that axle was going to be too hard, and it was. It was a lot of chatter and a lot of it wasn't going to work. So a coworker of mine accidentally ran over his dolly, so we basically scrapped it. But since it was all aluminum, I went ahead and took it all apart and kept the pieces and parts. But this is the axle, so this one should be plenty strong enough. So that square tubing that I have is about 2 inches. So I measured over 2 inches, and then this is an inch or 2 1/4 inches. So, well, you can see that. Anyways, take my word. 2 1/4 inches. So I'm going to go for a full like 4 1/2 inches. That'll give me a little bit of wiggle room. Yeah, it's better to go too long than not far enough. Watch your eyes, watch your ears. I still have my safety glasses on, so here we go. I'm gonna go clean up the birds real quick, and this is it's 5/8 thick, so I need to get a 5/8 drill bit. But yeah, let me go clean the end of this off. Okay, so I measured over, since that's 2 inches, I measured over 1 inch, and I measured up, well, never mind, I didn't measure at all. But it turns out to be, what is that going to be? 5/8 of an inch. So, that's good. I have a step bit in here, and so we'll just drill it to 5/8. I think that's 5/8. What is that? Oh, no, 1/2 inch. So. Okay, so that's 5/8 there. Alright, cool. So we'll put this all the way through, and then we'll weld it up. Alright, just a tip for the pros. If you waller out this other side whenever you have this side already done, you can level out your pin a whole lot better. So you have some wiggle room. I mean, yeah, you could drill a perfectly straight hole all the way through and it'd be straight, but you know, if you can't make it permanent, make it adjustable. So I'm making it adjustable until I can make it permanent. My bad. Okay, so I am attempting to, we're going to use a 1/4 drill tap. These are little Chinese ones. They're pretty cheap, but we'll see if it works. that's what happens whenever you go too fast for it. Damn it. Alright, there we go. I got it out. So, should we try to do it again? I don't know. So probably not a good idea. Alright guys, so I guess we'll start off my, I got delete happy, I guess, and accidentally deleted how we came to this. Basically, those Chinese drill taps are horrible. I started off with, I forget how many was in that package, 6 of them. And the last like 3 of them that I used, they broke. You saw the one that broke off in here. And then I tried to reuse the tap and it broke again. So I just filled it in with weld and moved it down a little bit and got an actual tap. I think it's a Cobalt brand or whatever. But anyway, so now that threads in real nice. Sorry we missed all the welding, but it's not too important, I guess. I just got a piece of rod here, so I don't have to search for a screwdriver. Just turn it with that. It gives you all the leverage that you need. And then here's what this is. So I just put it through here. I lined it up because my holes were off. So wallered it out and then made it straight, and then I welded it in. But yeah, so you can see down in through there. So the arbor is going to rest on this pin here and push through. I also kind of showed you bending this little knife, so we're going to try and do it again. And maybe use the arbor press to flatten it out. So here's one of the little pins that come with it. So first I think we're just going to try to flatten this out as best as we can. So you can kind of see what this arbor press is supposed to do. Okay, not flat at all. For time's sake, we're just going to put this piece on that we just made so we can make some bracelets and stuff. So give me just a second. Alright, so I'll raise this up. slip this on. So that bottoms out. Tighten that up. And it doesn't have to be all that tight. It doesn't have to be too awfully tight. And then this piece slips onto there. No biggie. We have this piece that sits out to here. And as you can see, you can push it down. That'll kind of center it. You get your piece that you want to bend. And make sure you're fairly straight. And go ahead and start bending. So normally what I like to do is, before using this, I would use, yeah, watch it, because it'll slip off the back and flip that way. I've noticed that with this one. With the way that I usually do it, I don't really have that problem. But anyway, so the way I usually do it is I do the two ends. That makes it a little bit easier. So there you go. So obviously you'll take a lot more time than what I just did. Slip it on, flip it over. You got a nice little bracelet. You can do some engraving, or if you have the silverware that has a bunch of this ornate markings, like all the way down the knife or whatever, you can do that. Obviously, if it's sharp, you'll want to make it dull. Corners, you want to make it dull. But yeah, this just makes it super fast, super easy. And then if we wanted to, say we wanted to make a ring or something, just pull out this other one. And hopefully this is tall enough. I didn't think about that. Yeah, it should be tall enough. And you want to put it as close to this as possible, just because there's less, or you're going to have more leverage out towards the end, and there's no reason to put extra leverage on it if we don't have to. So go ahead and kind of bend this around. If you were into making that, what do you call it, scrap metal art, this would be a good little hand, like a piece that you can make for a hand. You see how it's like clawed over? But it could also be a ring. So and also, normally I anneal everything. I have not annealed this. This is stainless steel. It's pretty hard stuff. But yeah, you can kind of see the detail on this one. This turned out to be a really pretty ring. But anyways, yeah. So now it could be a candle holder or a flower holder or something like that. But yeah, here's what it looks like. I got the little what do you call it? What the hell do you call that? The lock pin, the freaking, I don't know what you call that, but anyways, there you go. You can kind of see how this works. So it catches on that pawl, and then whenever it lifts up, it hits on this little ramp here, and it lifts that pawl up. So then you can move that. So, alright, well, sorry I didn't get all the welding and all that stuff videoed, but this is the outcome. I'm going to paint it now. I'll probably just paint it black, and then I'm just going to leave it in this box inside, not leave it with the press. Fits on there like that, and you could put a cotter pin through there if you wanted to. I guess you don't really have to, but if you wanted to, you could. You got that option. So, alright, so one other thing I wanted to kind of go over real quick was this is that evolution saw. And I knew it was cutting crooked. I knew I was trying to follow the line. Couldn't figure out why. But if you look, I got a square on here. You can see I'm off. Where's it at? It shows that it's on 0. So I'm going to try to zero that out better. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm doing this kind of blind right now because I don't want to drop my saw. But yeah, so that makes me feel better. It's not that I can't cut a straight line. It's that if I don't have my tool set in the right way, then it can't cut a straight line. Oh, got a call. Thanks for watching. See ya. Alrighty. Well, there you go. Y'all comment, rate. Well, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. See ya. So let's get to cutting this off, and let's see if I can cut this straight. I have a problem with cutting things straight. We can leave that out.